Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we're diving into presence, a profound exploration of the intertwined relationship between our physicality and psychology, and how this bond impacts our communication skills and self-confidence. Authored by Amy Cuddy, a distinguished psychologist and Harvard Business School professor, Presence unpacks the power of body language and posture, offering actionable advice for transforming from a state of self-doubt to one of assured confidence. Amy Cuddy gained international acclaim in 2012 with her TED Talk on power posing, a concept that thrust her into the spotlight and forms the cornerstone of this book. Presence has achieved bestseller status, gracing the pages of the New York Times and Washington Post, and has been translated into 30 languages, underscoring its universal appeal and impact. This book is a must-read for anyone looking to enhance their communication skills, boost their confidence, or discover the transformative potential of power posing. Whether you're navigating the complexities of social interactions or seeking to make a stronger impact professionally, Presence equips you with the tools to make your mark confidently and effectively. Join us as we explore Amy Cuddy's insights into how small changes in our body language can lead to monumental shifts in our personal and professional lives. Presence, bringing your boldest self to your biggest challenges. Introduction. Discover the key to confident public speaking. Standing up in front of an audience can evoke fear in the sturdiest of hearts, transforming what should be a moment of glory into a sweat-inducing ordeal. Yet, Amy Cuddy, in her insightful exploration, offers a beacon of hope for the anxious speaker. She argues the secret to overcoming this fear and transforming your next presentation into an engaging and confident exchange lies not in extensive rehearsals or memorizing your slides back to front, but rather in mastering the subtle art of controlling your body and nervous system. Surprisingly, the tools you need for this transformation are readily at your disposal, demanding no special equipment, but an understanding and application of specific body postures and breathing techniques. This revelation proves a powerful antidote to the public speaking woes that plague many. Imagine turning the daunting task of addressing a crowd into a thrilling opportunity to captivate and inspire. Cuddy enlightens us on how a few strategic adjustments, including power posing, a practice that can significantly bolster your presence and assurance, can make this a reality. These easily implementable strategies hold the power to convert a monotonous, forgettable presentation into an electrifying performance that captures the audience's attention from start to finish. This exploration will guide you through the transformative potential of integrating power poses into your routine, making it not just a practice but a beneficial habit. The straightforward path to mastering your nervous system with just a handful of deep, intentional breaths, bringing about a sense of calm and readiness. How the way you sit might be silently sabotaging your confidence, especially in settings like classrooms or meetings, preventing you from expressing your thoughts and participating actively. By unlocking these simple yet profound techniques, you're equipped to face even the most nerve-wracking speaking engagements with poise and self-assurance. So, the next time the spotlight turns to you, remember, your power lies not in the words you've prepared, but in the presence you bring to the stage. Part 1. The silent power of body language in communication. Consider the delicate task of lulling a baby to sleep with a gentle lullaby. Now picture attempting this with your eyes sharply open, brows knitted and shoulders tensed up. Despite the softness of your melody, the message your body sends out screams of tension and unease, likely keeping the child wide awake. This scenario underscores a profound truth. Often, our body communicates volumes more than the words we speak. The significance of body language in conveying our true feelings and intentions was strikingly highlighted in a Harvard University study conducted in 2000 by psychologist Nancy Etkoff. Participants were divided into two groups, one consisting of individuals with aphasia, a condition impairing the comprehension of speech, and the other of people without such difficulties. Both groups were tasked with discerning truths from lies as they watched videos of people speaking. The intriguing outcome of this experiment was that those with aphasia, who relied less on verbal content and more on nonverbal cues, were markedly better at identifying deceit. This suggests that when words fail us or deceive us, our body language tends to reveal the underlying truth. Etkoff's study illuminates body language as a cornerstone of communication, crucial for expressing genuine emotions that words might mask. This revelation is especially pertinent in scenarios requiring impactful speech delivery. Imagine trying to inspire an audience with words of motivation while your body visibly manifests tension and restraint. The mixed signals can significantly dilute your message's potency. The key takeaway? To communicate effectively, to truly connect and convince, your verbal and nonverbal expressions must align. Achieving this synchrony demands authenticity in your communication. You must wholeheartedly believe in the message you're sharing. This principle of authentic expression not only enhances your overall impact as a communicator, but also fosters a deeper connection with your audience, making your words resonate with genuine intention and emotion. In the coming sections, we'll delve deeper into the art of authentic communication and uncover strategies to ensure your body language and spoken words are in perfect harmony, amplifying your message with clarity and conviction. Part 2. Unlocking the Power of Authentic Affirmations. In a world full of quick fixes and instant gratification, the popular method of chanting generic affirmations like, "I am always positive," or "every day, in every way, I'm getting better," feels like a band-aid solution to deeper issues of self-esteem and conviction. Yet, beneath the surface of these often hollow sayings lies a more profound and impactful practice: affirming your core values. Stanford psychologist Jeffrey Cohen unveiled a simple yet profound exercise in 2014 that anyone can do in their leisure. This practice doesn't involve generic affirmations, but instead focuses on identifying and reflecting on what truly matters to you, your core values, whether it's creativity, community service, spirituality, or any other ethic close to your heart. Recognizing and articulating these values can significantly elevate your sense of purpose and authenticity. Imagine taking a moment to jot down everything that you hold dear. From this list, you select one value that resonates the most with you and write a brief essay explaining its importance in your life. For instance, a participant from Cohen's research emphasized the value of service, narrating how acts of kindness have the power to transform the world. This simple act of reflection does not just affirm your core beliefs, it roots you more deeply in them, enhancing how convincingly you present yourself and boosting your resilience against stress. This technique was further explored in a 2005 study by David Creswell and David Sherman, where participants wrote about their most cherished value compared to those writing on unrelated topics. Both groups were then subjected to intentionally stressful situations, including public speaking and arithmetic tasks executed under the scrutinizing eyes of a critical audience. The results were telling. Participants who engaged in self-affirmation by reflecting on their core values exhibited no spike in stress hormones, unlike their counterparts. These findings underscore the strength derived from genuine self-affirmation. When we take the time to engage deeply with what we genuinely value, we not only fortify our emotional and psychological resilience, but we also communicate with a conviction that resonates more authentically with others. This approach to affirmation isn't about masking our insecurities with forced positivity. It's about grounding ourselves in our truths, making us more poised, persuasive, and immune to the pressures of our environment. Part 3. Confronting the Shadows of Imposter Syndrome. Have you ever observed accomplished speakers and thought to yourself, how do they exude such unwavering confidence? For many, this level of self-assurance feels like an elusive trait, particularly when grappling with self-doubt or a nagging sense of being undeserving of accomplishments. This phenomenon, where individuals perceive themselves as unworthy or fear being exposed as a fraud, is widely known as imposter syndrome. Despite its prevalence, many people are unaware that this internal struggle is a common experience shared by many successful individuals. The concept of imposter syndrome was brought to the forefront by psychologist Pauline Clance in 1978 through both personal experience and professional study. Clance had achieved notable success in her academic and professional life, yet she couldn't escape the feeling that her accomplishments were mere flukes and that she was an imposter among her seemingly more deserving peers. In an effort to explore this feeling further, Clance conducted a study with 178 successful women, mainly white and middle-class Americans. The findings were striking. A significant majority shared the same sentiments of feeling like frauds, despite having a clear history of achievements that contradicted these insecurities. Clance revisited her research in 1993, extending her focus to include men. The results revealed that men were equally plagued by imposter syndrome, though they were less likely to voice their concerns unless assured anonymity. The persistence of these feelings, regardless of one's accomplishments, highlights a challenging aspect of human psychology. However, understanding the ubiquity of imposter syndrome can be a pivotal step towards overcoming it. The realization that such feelings are almost universally shared allows us to confront two possibilities. Either everyone is fundamentally inadequate, or, more plausibly, there's a widespread malfunction in how individuals assess their self-worth. Armed with the knowledge that the latter is true, we can begin to recognize the symptoms of imposter syndrome as they arise, especially in moments of high stress, like before delivering an important speech. Acknowledging the commonality of these feelings empowers us to challenge them, fostering a shift towards a more balanced and forgiving self-assessment. In doing so, we move closer to embracing our achievements and inherent worth, slowly shedding the paralyzing doubts of imposter syndrome. Part 4. Breaking Free from the Chains of Powerlessness. Psychologist Amy Cuddy shares the story of Cassidy, a once thriving athlete whose transition from college into the real world left her feeling adrift and powerless. Cassidy's story illustrates a profound psychological dilemma that many face, a deep sense of powerlessness that not only impacts mental health, but can lead to an actual loss of power in various aspects of life. This phenomenon isn't just an anecdotal tale, but has been scientifically studied. In 2003, psychologist Dasha Keltner explored how feelings of powerlessness and empowerment influence our approach and inhibition systems, two critical mechanisms in our brain that dictate our openness to new experiences and our caution in the face of potential risks, respectively. While the approach system drives us towards exploration, curiosity, and seizing opportunities, the inhibition system advises caution. However, when the inhibition system overshadows our approach instincts due to constant disempowering experiences, it skews our perception, turning potential opportunities into perceived threats. This imbalance can trap individuals in a self-perpetuating cycle of powerlessness. But there's a silver lining. This cycle can be broken. A remedy exists in the deliberate recollection of empowering experiences that resonate deeply with our core values. Pamela Smith, a professor at UCLA San Diego, champions this approach by suggesting individuals reflect on moments when they felt genuinely empowered, whether it was standing up for oneself or experiencing a profound connection with others through honesty and vulnerability. By actively remembering these moments of empowerment, particularly those aligned with our core values, we can reignite our approach system. This mental reactivation shifts our focus away from the paralyzing grip of powerlessness, steering us towards a more empowered mindset. Engaging with our past victories, no matter how small they may seem, can reawaken our intrinsic boldness, encouraging us to step out of our inhibitory shackles and reclaim our power. Amy Cuddy's insights offer not just hope, but a practical pathway for anyone feeling trapped by feelings of powerlessness. By reconnecting with our empowering experiences and realigning them with our core values, we pave the way for a resurgence of confidence and control in our lives. Part 5: Dancing with Power: The Interplay of Movement and Empowerment. There is a profound connection between the way we move and the sense of power we emanate or perceive, a connection that transcends verbal communication and taps into the essence of human dynamics. This link between movement and power can be vividly observed in traditional practices like the haka, a Maori dance that has gained global recognition through the New Zealand rugby team, the All Blacks. Before each match, they perform this powerful dance, characterized by expansive chest movements, vigorous foot stomping, and forceful thigh slapping. The haka serves not just as a pre-match ritual, but as a potent display of power and unity, designed to both empower the performers and intimidate their opponents. The haka exemplifies how certain physical expressions inherently convey strength and dominance. This concept was explored further in a 2015 study by the author along with biologist Nicholas Troje. Participants were presented with simplified visual representations of human movement and were asked to classify these movements as powerful or powerless. The findings were telling. Expansive fluid movements were universally interpreted as signs of power, whereas smaller constricted actions signaled powerlessness. These insights hold considerable implications for everyday interactions, particularly in situations where you're presenting yourself to an audience, whether it's during a speech, a negotiation, or even a casual conversation. A 1998 study highlighted how certain postures, such as slumping or crossing arms, make an individual seem smaller, transmitting signals of submission and powerlessness. Even subtle movements, like drawing a hand up to the neck, can unconsciously communicate vulnerability, an instinctive protective gesture against threats. Understanding the language of movement offers a powerful tool for influencing how others perceive you and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. By adopting expansive, assertive body language, you can embody the vitality and confidence akin to that of the Maori warriors performing the haka. Next time you find yourself in a situation where you need to assert your presence, be it in a boardroom or on a stage, remember the intrinsic power of movement. Embrace open, expansive gestures to project strength and assurance. By doing so, you not only increase your impact on others, but also reinforce your own sense of empowerment, stepping into any situation with the poise and confidence of a fearless warrior. Part 6: The Key to Unlocking Relaxation: Understanding your nervous system. Navigating the jitters before a significant event or a high-stakes meeting is a familiar challenge for many. Often, the well-meant advice of just relax we receive in such times sounds practical yet feels monumentally difficult to implement. However, once you grasp the workings of your nervous system, the process of calming down becomes not just theoretical advice but an achievable reality. Our nervous system operates in two primary states: the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, and the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. The SNS prepares our body for action, a crucial response in situations demanding alertness. In contrast, the PNS serves as the calming counterpart, responsible for reducing our heart rate and promoting deeper, slower breathing, essentially signaling our body that it's time to relax. Engaging the PNS is the secret to dissolving stress and assuming a posture of power and control. The conduit for this relaxation process is the vagus nerve, a critical component extending from the brain to the heart and lungs. This nerve plays a pivotal role in flipping the switch from stress to serenity. When we perceive safety, the brain activates the PNS via the vagus nerve, slowing down our heart rate and breathing. Remarkably, this communication is a two-way street. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths and relaxing our muscles, we can send a signal up to our brain to initiate the calming effects of the PNS. Here's a straightforward breathing exercise you can try. Draw a slow and deep breath Hold it momentarily, then release it slowly. This pattern of breathing is a direct stimulant for the PNS, helping to instill a sense of calm and collectedness. Repeat this breathing cycle several times to maximize its soothing impact. The effectiveness of this technique is backed by science. In a 2013 study led by biologist M.K. Basin, participants who engaged in slow, deep breathing exercises reported significant reductions in anxiety and depression, alongside a notable increase in optimism. This simple practice empowered them to feel more in control of their emotions, effectively enhancing their sense of power. Thus, the advice to just relax gains a whole new dimension of practicality when we understand the underlying mechanics of our nervous system. By engaging in controlled breathing exercises, we not only trigger our body's natural relaxation response, but also step into a space of increased confidence and authority, ready to face whatever challenges come our way. Part 7. Stand tall, stand empowered, the impact of posture on participation and power. At the prestigious Harvard Business School, where active participation is not just encouraged, but integrated into the final grading system, Amy Cuddy observed an intriguing phenomenon. Despite the clear incentives, a subset of her students remained silent spectators in their classes. This lack of engagement wasn't due to a lack of understanding. Evaluations showed these students knew their material well. The link between their silence and their social posture was too strong to ignore. These students shared a common body language of powerlessness. They habitually sat at the fringes of the room, their eyes buried in their notes or screens, their bodies a tableau of self-constraint, limbs crossed, eyes averted, and fingers nervously entwined in their hair. This posture was not just a reflection of their inner turmoil, but also a contributor to it, locking them in a cycle of diminished self-esteem and passive behavior that directly impacted their academic and social engagement. Compelled by these observations, Cuddy spearheaded a 2010 study that delved into the relationship between posture and empowerment. Participants were shown photographs displaying various poses, ranging from those exuding power to those suggestive of defeat. They were then asked to emulate these poses. The findings were transformative. Participants who adopted the powerful poses, standing boldly, hands poised on hips, or leaning back with shoulders spread, displayed a marked increase in their willingness to take risks. This was quantified through a simple yet telling experiment. Offered a choice between a guaranteed $2 or a gamble to double their money with a roll of the dice, a significant 33% of the power posers chose to risk it. Contrastingly, among those who had assumed more diminished poses, a mere 8% were ready to take the chance. These results underscore a profound truth. The physical manifestation of confidence through power poses doesn't just alter how we are perceived by others. It reshapes our own internal landscape, bolstering our willingness to engage, take risks, and seize opportunities. This striking connection between body language and self-perception reveals a practical and uplifting strategy for empowerment. By consciously adopting posture that signifies confidence and openness, we can shift our internal narrative from one of self-doubt to one of potential and possibility. Thus, the simple yet powerful act of standing tall and embracing space not only changes our physical bearing but also ignites our inner drive, enabling us to step more boldly into our roles, discussions, and life's many challenges. Part 8. Embrace Power Poses, your secret weapon for lifelong confidence. Amy Cuddy's research unveils a potent tool in our arsenal for facing life's myriad challenges, the power pose. Far from being just a psychological placebo, power poses serve as a pre-battle ritual, equipping us with the tranquility, control, and empowerment necessary to tackle any obstacle head-on. Incorporating power poses into your daily routine is akin to charging your psychological batteries, ensuring you're mentally and physically primed for the day's trials and tribulations. What's remarkable about power poses is their simplicity and accessibility. They don't require any special equipment or location. A few moments alone in your bedroom, bathroom, or even an empty elevator suffice to strike a pose and summon your inner strength. Power poses embody the essence of expansion and openness. Imagine standing tall like a superhero, hands assertively placed on your hips, or raising your arms in a V-shaped victory sign as if you've just scored the winning point in a crucial game. These are not mere gestures, but powerful symbols of self-affirmation and readiness. However, the utility of power poses isn't limited to preparation alone. Maintaining this sense of empowerment during challenging situations is equally critical. While it might seem impractical or even odd to adopt an overt power pose in the midst of a presentation or meeting, subtler forms of powerful posturing can continue to bolster your confidence. Maintaining upright posture, keeping your shoulders back and chest open, and ensuring steady, deep breathing are all ways to perpetuate the benefits of power posing. Grounding yourself firmly, with weight evenly distributed across both feet, and maintaining a forward gaze rather than looking downward, cultivates a presence that's both commanding and composed. The beauty of power posing lies in its dual role, as both a preparatory practice and an ongoing strategy for sustaining confidence and assertiveness. It teaches us that confidence isn't just a state of mind, but a physical expression, a cycle of empowerment that feeds back into our psychological resilience. As you embark on each day's journey, remember the transformative potential of power poses. They're more than just poses. They're a declaration of self-belief and a testament to the power of body language in shaping our destinies. So whenever you find yourself facing doubt or adversity, recall that a simple shift in posture could be the key to unlocking your full potential. In the theater of life, let power poses be your rehearsal for a performance filled with conviction and grace. Final summary. At the heart of our discussions is a simple yet profound truth: the undeniable interconnection between our physical presence and our mental state. When we allow our posture to become small and withdrawn, our mindset tends to mirror this change, leading to feelings of inadequacy, increased anxiety, and a nagging sense of powerlessness. This downward spiral can significantly impede our personal and professional lives, especially in moments that demand robust confidence and clarity. However, all is not lost. A remedy lies within reach. This remedy is as tangible as it is effective: the adoption of powerful poses and assertive postures. By consciously choosing to occupy space and embody strength through our physical stance, we can catalyze a transformative shift in our mental landscape. This elevation in our psyche is not just about feeling good. It directly translates into more confident, compelling communication. Whether standing before a crowd, engaging in a crucial negotiation, or navigating daily interactions, the impact of our presence is profound. Speakers who harness the power of confident body language not only captivate and influence their audience more effectively, but also set a dynamic tone that resonates with authenticity and authority. On the flip side, those whose physical demeanor is marked by constriction and hesitation unwittingly undermine their own messages, no matter how meticulously crafted they may be. Embarking on the journey toward empowered posture and presence is not just a strategy for external success, it's an act of self-affirmation. It reinforces the belief in our own worth and capabilities, propelling us toward our goals with renewed vigor and purpose. Remember, the path to unlocking your full potential and leaving a lasting impression begins not with words, but with the silent yet powerful language of your posture. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.